Got there in the end. Hello there, Nicholas Wilde. How are you today? Why, thanks. Actually put effort into this one. I tend to put more effort in when I'm doing it for other people. Um, just because other people. I think I was always meant to share work rather than work for myself. Now the actual act of finding people to work for now, that's slightly harder. I just kind of enjoy doing things for other people. I'm a people pleaser. That, and I usually feel other people have better ideas than I do. I'm actually doing good. I don't really have a reason not to be. Okay, I have plenty of reasons not to be, but I've just moved into a lovely new bedroom, aka I stole the living room. Um, no, stay there. I have internet, like very good internet, because it's me, and anything better, anything less than the most awesome internet I can afford is not good enough, to be quite honest. Oh, and I haven't sat down to stream or draw for ages, so this is a good feeling. Also, I'm actually managing to draw a recognizable object, which is really big news for me. Never really did like drawing objects. And a human being interacting with it, that's quite amazing. Screamo! Hello there. Fancy you dropping in. I think I can draw from my own imagination, but for some reason I just get more inspired by other people's ideas. Someone says to me, I want to draw a guitarist with flames coming out of his ass, or wherever. That's inspiring to me. They just fully formulate in my brain instantly, and I don't get that with my own ideas, and I think that's because they came about slowly, and so there's no point at which they just click. They continue to grow slowly because I have to, I obsess over them because they've been growing so slowly for such a long time. Nope, come back here. See, I said I've ditched my mechanical pencil, but I'm still using my mechanical pencil because I haven't actually finished this sketch drawing before I put another piece of paper on top of it and make a drawing that isn't covered in smudges. You can't see them, but this drawing is covered in smudges. I'm not actually going to put flames out of it, but the flames are going to be like here. And it will look awesome and really freaking epic. But at the moment I don't have digital, and non-digital flames just look terrible when I do them. So the flames won't be around for a little while yet. I say a little while yet, I do fully intend to use my next paycheck to buy a drawing tablet. Should probably get rid of this scribble now. So you can tell I'm more suited to digital art because I draw things all over it and then I go whoops and then I just rub it all out without touching any of the other lines. And it's like, this would be so much easier if I had layers. See, that's actually not a bad idea. That is how I started out when I was like 13, 14. I was just like, that. And I traced, and then I drew from references over and over and over again. I drew out the scenes from my favorite movie for 8 hours and actually ended up needing a bandage on my hand for a week. And it works towards the muscle memory. And once you've got the muscle memory in, you can work on your brain actually recognizing, you know, how to create things. That was my theory anyway. And now people are still a work in progress, but I think before I can really get into finishing people, I need to finish working out how to draw objects to some degree, to the same degree as I draw people, and then they can move along together rather than good, semi-good people and terrible objects. Terrible objects, really terrible objects. They are indeed bad, bad people. Thankfully, back then, I didn't actually, you know, I didn't share my work with anyone. I was 13. I didn't have access to the internet. But yeah, the only tracing done here is of my own work when I go, right, that's about done. Let's clean it up, but I can't actually clean it up because it's not digital. So I just stick another piece of paper over it and trace the lines that I want to keep. I'm pretty sure that the reference I chose for this, though, is actually a bass. Mostly because it only has 4 strings that I can see. But who cares? Bass players are cool, right? It looks really demented, but this is actually what it looks like. So that. Creatures is another thing that I actually need to work on. See, you guys seem actually diverse. I draw. I literally draw people. That's it. That's all I draw. Well, that was a great use of the ruler there. Base players are where it's at. The Skype is open. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to set this on to Do Not Disturb. And yes, that was my sister because she's listening to me in the other room. Just to make things awkward. Hi. There she is. And yeah, she's been lurking in here for a little while though. To be honest, I personally usually fall for the drum players, but that's just me. There's just something about their sexy, sexy arm movements. You know what? I think it looked better when I did it my way, rather than the way of the reference. Screw you, reference. I'm going my own way. I'm doing my own thing now. But I'll use you just a little bit more. See, I think the problem is it looks like it's not supposed to be wonky when it is. So how do we fix that? We make it not wonky. No, we make it really wonky. Yeah, see, like that. Nah. Free to call what, Screamo? Oh, yeah, sorry, I completely forgot. Yeah, you actually have my Skype. Yeah, you're free to talk to me on Skype if you want. I don't know how well I'm gonna how well everything will handle an actual call. Fire! Hi! It's been so long! Oh, poor Nick. Poor Nicholas. Uh, God, this page is hideous right now. One second.
Hello. Sorry about my voice. I've been coughing a lot lately. have to put in some headphones.
My mic and not my audio, so people can hear you, but not me. That was a really, really silly mistake. Right, you guys are going to put up without music for a little bit, so deal with that. Put on your own music. I'm listening to Monstercat. Go pop on Monstercat, and then you'll have all the stream audio. That sound good? Yeah. Okay, you guys do that. That was the commissioner because I muted my mic instead of my speakers. Guys, don't worry about it. Chill. I'm just. And see, now he gets to sit in the background being really confused, not knowing whether I'm talking to the people watching the stream or. Yeah. For people who want to keep music on the stream, click that link. But. Asha, welcome back. How was your food? And Fire, everyone needs to go subscribe to Fire, like right now, because he does awesome stuff. He hasn't streamed in a while, which I'm very angry about, but you need to subscribe to him immediately just in case he does. Yes, I've been watching you, Fire. Don't pull that face. Well, you don't anymore, because you're, a douche nozzle. Only for you heathen Americans. I don't know. I don't really view words as that insulting, unless someone calls me short. Really? Not really. Well, to be honest, I've never heard it said. But that's not really. It's not a word I'm going to say because it is still the name of a private part, and I can't remember what my stream settings are set to. But yeah, I'm pretty sure no one cares. But no one can hear you. To them, I just look like I'm talking to someone. Am I British or American? What do I sound like to you, Nicholas? Really? I mean, I know that apparently to Americans we sound Scottish or something like that, but do I honestly sound like I'm American? Do I honestly sound like I don't have a grip on the English language? No offense, Americans. No, plenty of offense, Americans. Get your act together. There we go. Screwy, completely fake frets on the guitar board, and I just don't care. Because it looks ugly. Still looks ugly. Now it looks like a cow's underside. But it does, it looks like udders. It looks like the base grew udders. It's not okay. But if you've not stopped drawing them, whilst you're drawing, you should be streaming Fire. Unless you draw at work, like I do. And I just sit sadly on my little sofa under the stairs. Oh, Nicholas, I like you. You can stay. I like you. I don't know, show me the specs, I'll tell you. Yeah, Windows 7, not that impressive, to be honest. Windows 10 is quite nice. I know people raged at Windows 8 a lot, but Windows 10 actually went back to being a computer rather than a tablet. Generally, my philosophy is I'm going to do some shit that doesn't involve, well, doesn't really involve me, that kind of involves me just sitting here by myself. I'm going to turn on the stream. Asher, I guarantee you don't know who I'm talking to. Yes, Fire, that is exactly who I'm talking to. There you go, Screamo, you're now officially Commissioner Gordon. You are Batman's nerd friend. Yeah, we knew that already. You actually have more OCs than me, and that is saying something. Whether or not your OCs are as fantastic as I say that, you've got a pyrokinetic guitarist that's probably better than mine. Although I do have a Care Bear, not a natural Care Bear, but I have a guy that glows when you hug him. It's really cute. People seem to like him for some reason. Can't imagine why. I'm glad. I'm really pissed off because I don't have digital yet. And I want to color him in. And add flames. Flames everywhere. Flames. Flames. Flame. Like that. Only actually looking like flames. Rather than me, again, scribbling all over the thing that I'm trying to draw. You said pyrokinetic guitarist, and I went, yep, I know what that's gonna look like. I can hear you. I can hear me in your computer. It's really creepy. Oh, no, it's fine. No one can hear you. Just I vaguely hear an echo of myself. They actually are tidy. It just doesn't look like it. The only one that isn't tidy is that that set there. But those are all neatly stacked books. Those are just all neatly stacked books, and that is a pile of that. There is just a little pile of recent paperwork. So paperwork that will be coming in use within the next month, so that I don't have to look for it when it comes to using it. They are all actually very tidy. They're not necessarily pretty, but they are tidy. Um, Over here, there will be a big scroll that comes down in front of it when I have the money to buy one, because that's always going to be filled with just boxes. That's all my drugs. My drugs and my electronics. I have over 50 different power cables. No reason. I just have over 50 different power cables. I am that person. I'm your dad. I'm the person whose house you go into and you say, "Do you have this really random connector? Because I just snapped mine in half." I know you probably don't. No, I've got like 5 of those. Have one. I'm the person with a spare monitor sitting on my shelf. Seriously, spare 28-inch monitor right over there. Spare. Well, that really can't get any tidier. They're books. They sit and they go like that. The only thing not tidy is that shelf up there, and that's as tidy as it gets because it's all in boxes. You can't. I don't have the money to buy. I wouldn't mind a little set of drawers to go in there to keep them all in neat. But until then, that's as tidy as it gets. I might just stick a scroll in front of it. Oh, look, it's a pussycat! I mean, a pussycat that isn't the one that's curled up on the bed over there. Yes, I've got cat cam. And hello. See, this is the cat that never, ever, ever used to come and visit us in the other room. Where'd you go? Cosmo? Hello? Yeah. He seems to really like it in here. He comes to visit a lot and he actually sits next to my chair and lets me stroke him. You want to cuddle? Yeah, you're a pretty boy. Yeah, that's cats for you. Cosmo won't. Cosmo's pissy. Wanda, on the other hand, she's a whore for a man. Any man who has ever come, like, she took a while to warm up to us, and she doesn't come and cuddle that often, unless she wants food. If it's a dude, on the other hand, immediately goes and sits on his crotch. Da, 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 da. See, this is actually what I spend most of my streams doing. I scribble on my drawing, forgetting I don't have layers, and then I spend the rest of the stream trying to get rid of the scribbles, and then restoring the bits I accidentally rubbed out. You could borrow one of my 4 fly swats, Nicholas, if you so desire. There we go. Right, gonna do the hard bit now. Okay. Apparently, someone's being sent into my stream real quick. Oops. Great use of the ruler! I apparently really suck at using rulers. Okay, so you have a mini freezer. Gasker, people are going to be listening to you from now on, so behave. I'm turning my audio back on, so behave. Oh, I don't know if I can trust you to, you know. To be honest, they probably can't even hear you that well. There you go. I'll turn you up a little bit. Alright, Nicholas, see you in a bit. I'm going to work out what to do with these stringy things.
I'd say you could probably use the ruler for the strings.
Well, yes, it's just a case of getting the strings to attach to the nozzles without actually leaving the fretboard. Which is probably why the nozzles were in the places that they were, rather than where I decided to put them for the sake of artistic license. Yep, see, that one comes off the board way too much.
I don't know, I like it.
Nah. You are not making life easier. I am striving for perfection for you.
I'm sorry.
And if you don't like that, then you don't have to, you know, ask me to do the other 97.
I never asked you to do another 97. You
I will
offered to
do.
do another
I will.
97.
Oh, no. I offered to do 3 for you, and then if you like it, you can ask me to do the other 97, and then I will start charging you.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Chill. That's only because I feel really uncomfortable asking people for money. It's like we have the best system at work. If I need someone to, if a company's supposed to be paying us or something, it just goes in a little database, and I get to charge them that way. Taking money from people is fun, but actually asking for it's a bit awkward.
Oh wow, Nicholas is right.
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
It's Prince, the or I think it was also he also went under the name the artist formerly known as Prince.
Oh, that guy everyone makes jokes about, right? Cool. That's all I know. That's all I know about him. Is people make jokes about the artist formerly known as Prince, or they use him to make jokes about other people.
I just know he has a really, really high voice.
Yeah, didn't even know that. I don't. I'm young.
Well, I'm probably younger than you are. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
I'm young and I live under a rock. Also, I'm apparently just kicking my computer now. Ugh. And how old do you think I am?
I don't know. I think you might be in your 20s. I could be wrong, though.
What? I get the feeling my cat's about to go batshit crazy. I think if I do it like that... Yeah. Would you stop that? So, this is what I'm dealing with right now. You're right. Welcome back, Fire. Welcome back, Nicholas. You didn't really miss anything. We're just watching this thing roll around on my carpet. I was told it was a cat when we got it. I'm not so sure. Cosmo, you're a pretty boy. He is ridiculously pretty. Wanda's normal. She's just a cute cat. But he's ridiculously pretty. What? Pretty boy. Oh, hello. He's never done that before. I wasn't expecting him to actually come up to the camera.
I'm watching all of this unfold on Twitch right now.
Well, it wouldn't be any of the other 3 sites I stream to. Ah, she sat up. Anyway, back to focusing on the cat that actually loves me.
You said the audio is on, right?
Yeah.
So that people in the stream can hear me too.
Yeah. So that I stop sounding like a crazy nutbag who's just talking to myself.
That's fine. Yeah, I've got the volume on my TV down really low, so I can barely hear anything off of it.
Asher! You've been very quiet today. It's unnerving. Also, haha, told you didn't know who I was talking to. Presumptive little git. Who I love dearly.
Yay, it's nice and cold and not a big freaking ball of ice.
Haha! Ice cube fetish. You're much taller than everyone, Asher, okay? I forgot you use this. Yes, yes, this is your ruler.
I like what you did with his hair.
Oh. Hey! Thank you, Nicholas! I promise that at some point there will be a bit of follow icon. Presumably when I get a freaking tablet! So I actually got to the point where I resigned myself to... Screw it. I'm just not going to get the giant ass tablet that I'm used to. I'll get a slightly smaller one, and by that I mean just the next size down. And I was like, alright, Nicholas, fantastic for stopping the things and the thanks. I can word. See you later, Nicholas. Thank you for stopping
See ya.
by. Lovely to see you. Thank you for the follow. Hope to see you again tomorrow, theoretically. But yeah, I actually resigned myself to just getting the cheaper and slightly smaller tablet. Only to have my glasses break immediately the second I decided that. And I'm blind. I'm very blind. Like, really blind. Which means any glasses I get, you automatically have to stick on at least another 50 to 100 quid just to get the lenses thinned.
Oh.
Yes, you can see out my window. You can see probably... Oh no, you can see out. You can see out. That's not a window. Those are doors. See, I'm in the living room now. I've got doors. I really didn't think this through. I don't like sunlight that much.
I wish I had doors.
I need new doors. Those doors aren't very good. And this, hang on. This wooden thing you see on the side is actually a big slat we've put in so that the cats can have a cat flap so we don't have to keep the door open all the time.
Okay.
It's not ideal and it's starting to get a bit drafty, so I'm thinking that whilst I was only planning to get the new doors with a cat flap built into them in the next few years, I'm thinking it's going to be before winter because this is a cold house. Everyone knew that fire. That wasn't a secret. That's like the oldest news ever. If you're just now catching on, I'm worried about your IQ. I mean, look at me. I'm see-through. I am actually see-through. Never has a nurse ever had trouble finding a vein. Look. Look. You can see the veins. Even on this camera, you can see them all moving. Blah. It's not news. I'm also venomous. Seriously, I bite people, and instead of it sinking in and going red, all the bits where the teeth make contact rise up and get swollen. I am a venomous creature. Although we know why that happens now. That said, I should probably just stop biting people, but that's no fun. Still, it's a fairly new experience to have to give some kind of disclaimer whenever you want to take someone to bed. I like biting. You really don't like biting. No, I like biting. Okay. You don't like biting, at least for this evening. Just go with that. But trust in me.
I imagine that Monster Cat must be a bot.
Yeah, of course. It's the Monster Cat bot for the Monster Cat channel, so that when you are listening to Monster Cat on your channel, you can advertise that you are listening to Monster Cat on your channel, because they allow you free music that isn't copyrighted. So it's really only fair that you say, hey, look, this is the music I'm listening to. Go check it out. Go buy it.
Yeah, for my YouTube channel, I actually went onto a band's Facebook page and asked them, "Hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel. Can I use one of your songs?" And they actually said yes.
Nice.
And the lead singers actually subscribed to me on YouTube, which I think is pretty neat.
But does the auto YouTube bot pick it up anyway?
Mm-mm.
That's nice.
No, they're actually a relatively unknown band. The lead singer himself only has like 60 subscribers.
Yeah, see, I use relatively unknown bands, and they still get the bot just automatically flags them out. So even though they're unknown, they've still got a label, so they get found.
Yeah, this
And so,
band I actually found on Bandcamp, so
okay, Cosmo, you need to stop headbutting my chair and walk away. So my cat's having crazy time. Please ignore any background noises.
But yeah, this band that I use, they're called Ditto's Blood, and a lot of their music is actually based around video games.
Fair enough. Haha. Right. Tip for drawing guitars. Draw the strings, then draw the little thingies that can... So, I'm pretty sure my pillow was there against the table. If the cat could stop rearranging my bedroom whilst I'm trying to concentrate, that would be fantastic. Hey, look at Wanda. She's not causing trouble. She likes me. Of course, she is sat with her back to me now.
Yeah, she's a
Oh,
cat.
okay. Sorry,
Cats do
sorry,
that.
Fire. I wasn't actually paying attention to the thing. I forgot. Hold on. You get Monster Cat to play by just opening up their stream at the same time as you playing. And then, of course, the music comes through, like it always does. And then you get Monster Cat to join your channel. But to get Monster Cat to join your channel, you go to the Monster Cat channel and type that. And then to get him to leave your channel, you go to your own channel and you type that. See, now he's left my channel, and I should probably go. I'll put him back. Oh, oh, wrong command. Hey, and he's come back. Make sure to mod it so that other bots do not time me out. Oh, isn't that nice? They think I have other bots. I have accidentally opened Minecraft. But yeah, even something as unknown as Cosmo Jarvis was getting flagged, and I was like, well, fuck this shit.
Right, but the thing is, Cosmo Jarvis is actually somewhat popular.
They weren't when I was listening to them. They had one song. They had one song and then they had one album. They had one song, then they had two songs, then they had one album.
Well, I mean, they've also performed with Muse, the Gym Class Heroes, Panic at the Disco, and yeah. So yeah, they've been around the block.
You say that, but you are literally the first person I have spoken to, other than the person who introduced them to me, who has actually had any fucking clue who they are.
Actually, no, I didn't. I
Huh?
just looked them up.
No. See? Literally never spoken to anyone who actually knows who they are. They're really funny. They're hilarious. And they're both... Some of their songs are hilarious, and some of their songs are just so on the mark, and you sit there going, wow, these guys are geniuses. Right, now I'm going to put down this pencil. Oh, right, I've got this bit down here. Right, now I'm going to put down this pencil. Oh, hang on. There we go. I keep forgetting to add those on. Awesome. Now I'm going to put down this pencil. Get this lovely fresh piece of paper that doesn't look like, you know, a lead monkey shat all over it.
That's kind of descriptive.
I'm an artist. What do you want from me? Look! Real pencils! Really old pencils. And I know I used to use them a lot, and I know there was a time when I actually switched over to hard pencils, because this one has had the crap chewed out of it. Look at the state of that thing. I don't know if you can actually see it. It is hideous. There are teeth marks actually going through to the bone.
Well, there's my
I guess there's someone at Screamo's door. Let's turn that way. There you go. Now you've got an annoying light in the shot. Well done, Fire. That was a very successful emoticon. I need a light box, like, badly. Okay, I need a light box or I need a tablet. Preferably the tablet. Although having the light... No. No, forget I said that. I was like, having the light box will stop me having to clean up things when I put them into, you know, Photoshop. It'll stop me having to clean up things and put them in Photoshop because I'll have to clean them up by hand on a new piece of paper by basically redrawing the item again. Yay me.
Perfect. If you don't care to this TV, I'm gonna have a pickup on it. So if Chambers coming down.
I'm working on something right now, so.
Gotta get this freaking rubber off the end. There we go, that's better.
Whew. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So what are you working on now?
Same thing. This is the clean version.
Ah, okay.
Well, so far you've only done the top one, and that's all I've seen. And it's a nice emote. I have no idea who the guy is, but it's a nice emote. I have no ability to say emote there. Something terrible is happening here.
So judging by what you had said earlier, would I be able to use a Monster Cat song in my YouTube videos without getting struck?
Yeah, it should be. It's still nice to credit them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Autobot hasn't flagged up any of my streams since I've started using it. All my streams before that are flagged.
Huh.
Seriously, Cosmo, what is your deal? Those are really cute.
I'm gonna have to find a video that is not by Monstercat of somebody using a Monstercat song.
Why?
Just to make sure. Because, like, I have a lot of Monstercat music. And I just wanted to make sure, if what you're saying is true, then I could very easily use the music, but I don't know if. I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but I just want to make sure. I
No,
just
no,
want to
it's
confirm it.
specifically what it's there for.
Hmm.
They've got a Spotify, they've got a SoundCloud. You can buy their stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
There you go. There's a link on their on the page, saying if you want access, just to tell you about what happens if you want access to their stuff for your YouTube stuff.
Okay.
Rather than actually just putting on their stream. Their stream stuff is just a limited thing, but then they've got for the if you want to be able to pick and choose, then you can buy it for a certain amount. Their stream stuff is free for use.
Okay.
Right, what was I looking at? I was looking at that, and then I was looking at that, and that. There you go. I don't know why I bother doing any work. Just get Asher to do it all for me. He's way more thorough. See, why? Without even thinking, I've managed to pick up the frickin' mechanical pencil again. What is wrong with me? See, the reason I bought these mechanical pencils is they're made of metal. And you've seen the state that this pencil is in. See, now this is an issue. There we go. Fair enough. I haven't spoken to TK in a very long time. Oh, excellent. Good for him.
My only question is, what should I stream when I start streaming again?
I don't know. What do you do?
Well, I do like to draw, but I also do Let's Play videos on YouTube, so...
I do both. I don't actually record anything. It's much more fun when someone gets to just watch you be terrified on the spot, because a very unrealistic looking dog jumps out at you. Yeah, I also, for those of you who don't know, I also stream the original Tomb Raider series, something else that I will maybe actually get around to doing this weekend. And the idea is I will be streaming right from Tomb Raider 1 all the way through to the current Tomb Raider Survivor is Born. That thing. Because I have them all. And you know what? The first one really, really does does survive through the years of developing we've had. The graphics still aren't fantastic, but some of the things that they've added in. Streamer, you've got a question.
What medium do I use when I draw? Depends on the drawing. Sometimes I'll do traditional media, so I'll just like sketch it out in blue pencil, then sketch over that with a regular pencil, and then I'll ink over it with marker. But then I do a lot of digital art too, and that's mainly what I upload to my DeviantArt page.
It's just so much easier to get it on the computer since that's where it was made.
Well, I mean, I've been meaning to try out inking on my paper and then scanning it in and then fixing it up in like Medibang or something and then coloring it in. Yes, I am a deviant. Do you care if I share a link in the stream?
No, go ahead. Also, it's very unlike you, Fire, to just not immediately stalk the person based on their username.
Yeah, I've got a really, really sappy journal on my page right now, but yeah, if you can get past that, most of my stuff is, I guess it's okay.
See, Fire's only just getting to learn your DeviantArt. Asher probably knows your home address by now.
Uh, the police are on their way.
He wouldn't do that. Actually, he might.
I'm watching you, not in a creepy way, but on DeviantArt.
Thought that was the creepiest way.
Well, I mean, I have accounts elsewhere too, but most of the time I just kind of hang out in the DeviantArt chat rooms. But I also have a Fur Affinity account, which if that doesn't turn people off, then I don't know what will.
Hey, one of my favorite artists is, yeah. Which, by the way, you should all go check out Animated James right now, because he's amazing. And is finally reopening up his YouTube channel and getting back into it, which will be really good for all of us.
One of his Twitter messages is, I'm trying to alter the phrase follow your dreams. It needs to be amended because some people dream about killing people.
He's a very insightful guy. I love him. And his music. There's a whole group of them. They do things together and they're kind of awesome.
One of the things that came up on Google is that he was a brony,
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, actually, he's a full-on furry, and he's now okay with that, and is starting to make videos again. He couldn't for a while. He took a break because he couldn't deal with all the internet hate, and then he was like, "No, screw it. This is me. Fuck off."
I just got poked on Skype.
Well, me.
No, it wasn't you. It was actually Dan.
Well, tell Dan to screw off. You're having me time. When I say me, I mean me. No. Send my love. Did I actually ever leave the DeviantArt chat? I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. And
Awesome.
I was actually wondering where the stream was because I'm not familiar if you did Picarto or
Yeah, I'm on
Twitch.
Picarto, and Twitch, and YouTube, and Watch Me Work.
Hmm.
I'm a greedy son of a bitch when it comes to streaming.
Oh, thank you, Fire. Yeah, Ed, Edd n Eddy was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. I'm kind of glad that they didn't that Cartoon Network hasn't revived it because with what they did to the Powerpuff Girls, I'm not sure I'd want it. Unless somebody here likes the Powerpuff Girls, which more power to them. It's just that I don't like it.
Japan was doing it, so they thought they'd do it. Except Japan does it well.
Yeah.
With the new Full Metal Alchemist and the new Sailor Moon and something's wrong with this. I don't know what, but something's wrong.
Oh, geez. Um, Hopefully downloading this 60 gigabyte zip file will not ruin anything.
Oh, I'm hungry. How long have I... No! Stop it! Okay, so I have accidentally created a device that stops me slacking off on my work because every time I lean back in the chair, the lamp falls on me. There we go. But I'm hungry! Oh. Still got 90 minutes. Okay, I'm hungry and I'm getting pins and needles. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm going to be downloading this for a really long time.
Four mini bruschetti and a tomato.
I don't know. I can't just eat tomatoes.
I love tomatoes. Mm. Nope, definitely a tomato. Ah, fucking tomatoes, man. Ah. See, I am now reaching the point in this adventure where I really can no longer see what's on the other side of my paper. And I'll probably just have to finish this with it pressed up against a window.
That's what I do. But somebody had mentioned earlier that they had seen a light box on eBay for £30.
Yeah, except I don't have the room for one because first I need to buy a new desk. And a
Ah.
new wardrobe. And a new tablet. And a new pair of glasses.
All right. 4 hours left
We have a
until I
visitor.
have...
This is Shitty Cat.
Who? What?
Wanda. Nope, she's just going to ignore me with her ass in my face. This is what I mean. Cosmo doesn't generally come up and cuddle. Wanda, on the other hand, Cat, you're in the way. I can't draw with you up here because I know what you do to my paper. Doesn't matter what you do. You can scrub her paws beforehand. If she walks on your paper, she will leave paw prints everywhere. Oh, look, here we go. Putty tat. Thank you for moving the camera that it took me 10 minutes. No, get off of it! Fuck's sake, I put it over there so you would step on it! This is what I'm contending with. Here, camera shame. 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 You are such a whore. Well, bye. Oh, Kitty like 100, let's face it. Fucking cats, man. Oh, look, there she goes. Hold on. Oh, yeah, clean paper on the windowsill. Let's tread on that.
I'll be right back.
Have fun. Screamo!
What?
You didn't need to do that.
Well, I thought I'd help.
Yeah, but, meh. Yeah, no, no, attack! And somewhere along the line, different lamp.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Screamo.
No problem.
Don't mention it to my sister because I owe her £800.
Oh.
No, she's actually very proud of me because I only owe her 800 as opposed to 1600
Wow.
or 1200 or something else ridiculous. There was a big screw up. It wasn't my screw up and it isn't my fault I'm in debt. The council screwed up 3 years ago. they realized their screw up and they were like, okay, we can only claim the money for the last 2 years, but we are going to claim the money because you do technically owe us, and we're really, really sorry. Please don't hate us. So, yeah, last November they came out and was like, yeah, you actually owe us £3,000. So, guess where my monthly paycheck's been going? £800 a month.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, £850 a month. 800. £800 a month. It was 850, but then my sister's thing went through, and now it's just 800. And yeah, but I finished paying this month. This month was the last month. Yay!
That's good.
Yeah. But I've only had to borrow 800 off of my sister just to generally keep myself not dead, because I only earn 800 or 880 or so a month. So yeah. She's been footing the bills herself whilst I'm busy paying off the council tax. So she's pretty chill about the fact that I owe her. I only owe her 800. She's like, yeah, that's actually quite impressive that you managed to you've managed to survive and only need to not pay. It's not even that I've borrowed 800. It's that I've not paid her 800.
All right, you're coming downstairs with me.
Ooh, we're moving. I don't do that very often. This is a ground floor flat. And that sucks, Fire. That really, truly sucks. To be perfectly fair, it was not the council tax office that screwed up. It was the council tax reduction office, which is a different office, and apparently they just don't check in with each other very often. And the council, even in the middle of us discovering that they'd made this screw up, they were already screwing up again with my sister. I'm going to tell my sister, yeah, no, don't talk to the council tax reduction office anymore. If you've got any queries, go straight to the council tax office. And only go to the council tax reduction office if you physically need them to sign something. It's driving me insane a little bit. I'm just going to be right back. I mean, I'm still here. Something like that. See, I'm trying to get this nice and neat because I keep looking at all the digital painting I want to do and I go, how does everyone keep getting all these beautifully thin lines the second they've scanned it into the computer? And it's because somewhere along the line, even though I decided many years ago it would be better to use a hard pencil, stopped using a hard pencil, and it is purely because I think, look, you can see it better now. Look at this pencil. Look at it. It's got welts on it. I might as well used a whip on it. Look at the poor thing. And so I switched over to the metal pencil to stop me eating my stationery. Got to tell you, as a 14-year-old with absolutely no pocket money, I spent a lot on stationery.
Wait, what?
This is the state of the pencil that I used to use as a child.
I heard that much, but you said you were how old?
14.
40?
14!
Oh.
Back
Thank
when
goodness.
I started drawing.
Okay, I'm very, very sorry. I misheard that. I just made this awkward.
Most people think I'm like 40. It's fine. No, it wasn't the cat fire. Those are my teeth marks. Those are my teeth. Those are my 14-year-old little bitty teeth because I just couldn't stop chewing my stationery. Which is why I switched over to this lovely metal pencil. Isn't it shiny? I actually have 3 metal mechanical pencils, but I didn't have the money to buy like special lead that was hard rather than, you know, the HB stuff you usually get in just regular shops, so yeah. I kind of ended up switching back to HB without wanting to. And thinking, oh yeah, I'll buy that, and then completely forgot that once upon a time I made a decision to stop drawing in HB because, well, look how hideous it came out. And all of my work is just covered in black smudges.
There is one thing I do not want to do today, and I hope I don't do it.
Insult me? You done that?
Well, I already apologized. I'm really sorry about that.
How old do you think I am? Let's have a quiz here. How old does everyone think it is? Because most people, when they meet me, when they can't see me or hear me, think I'm a 40-year-old gay man.
Well, I mean, I honestly thought you were like 20.
That's quite young. Fire, that's cheating. You knew my age. And yes, I'll be 24 in July.
I'll be turning 20 in 3 days.
Yeah. The thing is, I think I've actually been very, very ill for most of my life. So when I was when I was 17, someone thought I was old enough to have 2 children. When I was 19, someone thought I was 27. I've been haggard for all of my life, and now I've just started working, and I was like, oh, I thought you were like 17. And I'm like, that's a nice change. I like that. Clearly, I don't look completely exhausted with the world anymore. This is utter proof that I'm getting better. Sort of. I'm coping better.
Yeah, I really don't mean to insult you.
It's not an insult. I like people to think it's an insult because it's hilarious to watch people squirm, but no. I don't get insulted that easily. I get insulted when people lie to me. I get insulted by, you know, real shit that, you know, people should actually care about.
Okay.
You know, like dishonesty and being kind to one another and just, you know, general shit. That isn't shit at all, but just part of being a human being that lots of people don't seem to get.
No, I feel fine, Fire. I just
Welcome back, Nicholas! I think I've broken my chair. It's not supposed to tilt back this far. Yeah, I've broken my chair. Hold on. There we go! Not better! Right.
But yeah, the one thing I don't want to do today is miss the UPS man for a 3rd time.
Oh, good luck with that.
That's actually why I moved downstairs, was to make sure that whenever they pulled up outside, I knew they were out there, so that way I could be at the door to greet them. Because where I live, we've been having a lot of shootings recently, and I don't know if that was why they're just like not hanging out around here.
Fair enough. Doesn't
So,
seem
yeah.
to stop most of my delivery guys. Oh, Nicholas left again. Clearly I ruined his stalking moment. By, you know, pointing him out because I use a program that tells me when people enter and leave the chat.
Hi, Nick.
No, Nick's gone. He entered the chat. I saw him, so I said hi. But he didn't say anything. So clearly he wanted to stalk for a bit. And I'm notorious, because I have chatty, I'm notoriously bad at leaving my stalkers alone. I'm just like, oh, hi, I see you there! Then they leave. Huh, hello there, Camel. See, you're actually in my user list, but I don't think Twitch has told me you joined yet, so that makes you a magic ninja. Well done. Or I missed the message. No, I haven't missed the message. It'll probably tell me in a minute. There is a bit of lag on it. But, hiya, Camel. How's that woman song go? And I am very proud of my age, which is none of your frickin' business. And I don't take drugs and I don't do booze, but I am addicted to buying shoes. I used to love that song when I was a kid, and I still do. For reasons I don't even know. Oh, there we go. It told me you joined. See, there's a massive delay between people joining and people leaving. So a lot of the times I'll say hi to people who actually left the chat like 5 minutes ago, because I'll have only just noticed that it told me that they were here. How are you today, Camel? Thank you for joining us. Always like to have new people to torture. I mean, new people to love and care for and talk to. Sorry, we took a poll. That torture thing really wasn't doing our numbers any good.
Okay, for some reason I thought that I had just done something like really, really not good.
You did. You're not aware of it yet, but you did. It was awful. Terrible. You're going to be paying for this for years. Sorry, carry on. Oh, a camel left.
I was just saying, like, I accidentally refreshed the stream and I was just like, oh no. And then I realized, oh yeah, I'm talking to you on Skype. That's what's going on.
Well done. Well done. You survived that thing. But yes, you are going to be paying for it for years, because you've told me that now, and so now I'm going to spend a lot of time taking the piss out of you, probably.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna keep reminding you that you did that, and you are gonna be paying for years. So I was right.
Are you talking about the age thing? Because I'm really, really sorry about that.
No, I'm talking about the fact that you noobed at computers. I don't give a shit about the age thing. Noobing at computers, now that's an insult.
Oh.
Yes, I cackle. Deal with it. People don't like my cackling. Apparently it unsettles them. That's why I love cackling. Is that your best attempt at some kind of evil laugh, Fire? Because it's not very convincing. Something to do with it just kind of being written down. If it's written down, it has to have the letters MW in it. That's just kind of a rule. Everything after that, yeah, that's all fine and dandy and open to creative license, but a written evil laugh that doesn't have the letters MW in it, not really an evil laugh. It has to be Yes, there are rules for this shit. No, I'm not making them up. Yes, everyone laugh at Screamo. It's very therapeutic. I recommend it. Yes, Cosmo, what can I do for you? Oh, someone Skype me. For fuck's sake, Asher. I've just got your Skype message, and... Hey, Mousy! Yeah, I just got that message. So, Screamo!
Hmm?
Where'd you work?
Where do I work?
Yeah.
I actually work at Sonic.
Oh, I love Asher. I want to keep him in my pocket forever. Let me just. Hey, so I now know your first name and your last name and where you live and yeah, I Ash is a bad person. There you go. Excuse me, get the fuck off of my curtains! See, now you're stuck. Well done. This is the person that I am friends with, who you should never ask to find anything, apparently, or even joke about him finding things because he goes and finds things. It's like being friends with a bloodhound.
Well, I hope none of these guys know my address.
Look at your Skype, dude. Not your actual address, but a rough location.
Well, I don't mind that people know that I live in Chattanooga.
Yeah, but this is what he does. All he knows about you is Screamo Shaman, and he's just... This guy actually probably works for the CIA or something. Well, the MI6, because we're British.
Well, I shouldn't be too concerned about it unless I've done something illegal in Britain.
Well, you don't need to be concerned about it on a police level, but maybe I'm concerned about it. I haven't done anything illegal, but just on a... Ash has probably turned on my webcam and is watching me undress right now. I think I'll put a cloth over that. No, Ash is too nice to do that. He's a gentleman. Sort of. Not really.
I almost read that as MIB, and I was about to say, you work with aliens?
Well, yes, he does. He's from the Cleocraft server. Also, he works with me on the Cleocraft server to create things that I'm too lazy to create. He makes sure I finish my projects. Also, he works with me here. He's my special assistant. Boop! Hi! Oh my... Nope. Nope. I got excited there for a second. No. I thought someone had joined me on Picato, but no, that's just me. And Simon! Oh, dear God! We're being infested by Cleocraft, and a paw just came out from underneath my TV.
So your cat is
Behind the
what
TV,
kind of?
playing with a wire.
Yeah, you should probably keep it from doing that.
No, it's not an electric wire, it's a bendy wire. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, she's obsessed with anything that bends or elasticates itself. If my sister just leaves a hair tie lying there, she doesn't even have to see that it bends or elasticates. She will pounce on them. Just out of the blue, be lying down perfectly calm, then she'll sit up and pounce on a hair tie. So, hello Boop, hello Simon. Always nice to have my regular stalkers back.
I am Screamo Shaman.
Yes, we actually have a guest today. You fail, Boop. You fail on an impressive level.
Okay, so have you seen my new drawing on DeviantArt?
No.
The one titled Substance Sequence?
I'll clue you in, I very rarely actually check my notifications in DeviantArt. I just X them all and then go back later.
I am the guest, Boop. I am Screamo Shaman.
This is Boop. No, wait. You're not Boop. You're Screamo. This is Screamo. Yes, Simon. Why did you not know that before? This is an issue we have every time we hang our flag up at work, because we have a union flag. And we hang it up outside work. Literally, 20 minutes later, Sarah was sat at her computer going, I can't fucking believe this! Like, what? I've been sent an email, someone who's clearly just driving along the A3, and it's like, I'm sorry, I know this is nitpicking, but I was driving past your place, and I wanted you to know that you've hung your flag upside down. We only took it down to be restrung, you know, to do the patriotic thing and make sure the flag was strung up right. But no, someone's driven past literally 20 minutes after we put the fucking flag up and gone, you've hung the flag upside down. Just so you know, I mean, obviously it's up to you, but it is technically still a crime because it insults the Queen and is only supposed to be done when you're in distress. And so, surely you should have been focusing on the motorway you were driving on. Really. But no. No, Screamo doesn't draw boobs. I draw boobs because I have experience with them. That was probably...
I have some.
It's like the most sideways insult there. Screamo. Screamo doesn't have, you know, experience with boobs? Nah.
Well, I mean, I have some experience drawing them on characters, but, like, I try not to sexualize my female characters too much.
I sexualize all my female characters. And my male characters. We literally spent an entire half hour on screen discussing how to perfectly draw some guy's crotch. You might actually be around here somewhere. Crotch guy, you around here? It's Angry Addy. Boop. Unfinished. Sketch mark, unfinished, never to be finished, thank God.
But yeah, most of my female characters are actually not even sexualized. They're just badasses, you know?
I have badass sexualized. It works. Yes, Fire, I know you remember the Bold stream. You remember it very clearly, in fact. I'm starting to wonder if maybe you didn't get something else from that stream. You know, just me spending half an hour zoomed in on some guy's, you know, highly outlined crotch. But yes, this is Screamo. Screamo has said, draw a thing for me, so I'm drawing a thing for him. So he's a guest on the stream. That's how that works. Oh, and I have a fluffy kitten under my chair. See, I have actually already drawn the full picture. But look, real pencils. You know, hard pencils that will actually give me decent lines to scan into the computer. And no,
I
the
feel
flag is
sorry
not
for you.
symmetrical, Simon. You
I
feel
feel
sorry?
sorry for you, Fire.
What, for the photographic memory?
Yeah.
Never being able to forget my drawing of a dude's crotch. Hey, it
Yeah, I'm
was a
pretty sure I think
fantastic
it's
crotch.
worse.
He's lucky. That's just bonus material. That is. That's like having all of my content for free. It can't be worse than your photographic memory. You have a photographic memory as well, Asher. That explains why you're such a douche when it comes to Minecraft.
Are some of my pics emotes? Well, no, I actually don't have any emotes on my DeviantArt page, if that's what you're asking. I'm not sure if you could hear me very well, but I tried.
I actually have no idea whether or not how well they can hear you. I have my stream music down quite low.
Right now I'm just using my Let's Play microphone, so I should be able to
Oh, you
get.
sound great. You sound great to me as well. It's just whether or not it's how far I've turned down the audio on my computer because people keep complaining. Oh, good, excellent. See, this is why I have Asher. I really can't do anything without Asher, and when I'm a millionaire, I will just be paying Asher to live in my closet and do things for me periodically. That's how that's gonna go. By the way, Asher, just it occurs to me that you weren't aware of that, but yeah, you're living with me when you're older, when I have a mansion to myself. And no, don't worry, Ben won't be allowed to ask you to do things.
I think I know what he's talking about, though. He's saying something about the pics being emotes, and I think I know what he's talking about. He's talking about my PNG pictures
Probably.
because I did a lot of those back in 2014 and 15.
What's incurrent, Asher? Incorrect? Maybe? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. What's incorrect?
No, they're Fire. They're not really emotes. I haven't drawn emotes before, but no, that's just how I drew back 2 years ago. But hopefully, I am improving on my style, so I should be able to maybe do emotes soon. I don't know.
Here's a head! Sorry. That's my version of a light box right now. Hold the paper as stiff as you possibly can. I get paid on Wednesday. I am buying. I am buying myself the tablet on Wednesday. Amazon Prime. It's gonna be here on Thursday. That's it. I'm just so done with this. I do love sketching. And I probably will always do my sketches on paper, but I don't know. Maybe if I actually try drawing a sketch from the beginning with a hard pencil rather than that one, but obviously I'd done so much work on it, then this really needed to be done. Then maybe it will be Fucking noses. Maybe it will be easier in future. But mostly, I'm actually just getting so depressed not being able to colour in my work, because I can only colour in digital. Barely that.
Oh, hey, I know that band.
What, barely that?
Huh?
What?
The band I See Monsters. For
Ah, okay.
some, yeah, for some reason, whenever I saw that name, I was thinking it was like a combination of two different groups, one of them being I See Stars and the other one being Monsta. But no, it's actually Monsta's new name. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm a really big music geek.
I'm a music geek, but not in the way of bands. Um, I have a very special nerve condition that doesn't have a name because it's not exactly a condition so much as it is just a random mutation. But my nerves feel everything and they remember everything that they feel. Your nerves actually have the kind of like your temp files. They actually have the ability to remember almost as much as your brain does. So where I burnt myself as a child, a massive skull going across my leg, that completely healed. There's not even a scar there. I can still feel it from time to time because of my nerves. On the other side of the spectrum, because pain is one side, because your brain likes to prioritize pain that it thinks it feels. On the other side of the spectrum, I hear with my body, not just my ears, which is why I don't really like loud noises. But music is basically, a good piece of music is basically a very orgasmic experience for me.
Yeah, I just really like music.
Yeah, I really like music, but I have a completely different take to it than most people have because I feel music. It's so weird. People just sort of watched me turn on a piece of music and then just flop out. Or I get really irritated unless I've listened to music because it does, my body's decided that it needs music right now. It's fun. I quite like it. I mean, they need some upsides, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Nope. That it's definitely the top lip. That is definitely the top lip, not the bottom lip. Nope. Still wrong. Let's just erase that bit entirely. Deal with it again. Deal with it in a bit. It's cool. It's fine. We'll do the hair.
I just saw something on Tumblr.
Oh my God, Wanda, what are you doing? Yeah, I actually can't hear the Monster Cat music at the moment. I should fix that. Oh my God, if I could just stop clicking on the Minecraft symbol, that would be fantastic. No, I don't want to play Minecraft right now. Oh, that's better. And yes, no, it won't be R.I.P. Asher. Lord knows I'm certainly not going to let him rest or have peace. I probably shouldn't turn the music back up because this is a really, really awesome song, and my brain's just going, dance! Dance to it! Go on! Dance! I think at this point I can run the risk of pulling the other piece of paper out and working with visuals. Okay. Now I know you said you liked his hair, but I didn't, so we're going to change that slightly.
Oh boy.
Not completely, just the way that it's sitting doesn't sit right with me. It's wrong.
Huh?
Huh? I thought you were talking to me.
No. I'm actually more concerned about the idea that the guy who manages our HUD housing is right next door, and I don't know why he's here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, just to give a little context, I live in HUD housing, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically I'm living in a government-assisted living program. And the guy who manages the HUD housing is right next door. He's at the neighbor's house. And next door is also a HUD house, so we've got people living there. And I don't know why he's here, because I didn't get any warning of it whatsoever.
Yeah, I can see how that'd be worrying. I heard a knock. Did he just knock at your door?
Oh, that's a relief. He left.
Okay. I thought I heard a knock. I was like, Am I about to listen to someone be evicted on my stream? Is that what's happening here?
Well, I hope I'm not getting evicted. But no, he was just over there, I guess, talking to the neighbors about something. I don't know.
Oh, I heard a pop. I heard a pop.
From where? Bye, Fire.
See ya, Fire. Lovely seeing you again. I hope to be doing this again tomorrow, so if you want to have your lunch around the same time, feel free. Now, where's that popping coming from? Acute! Yes, I am on. Oh, it's been so fantastic to see you. Every time I see your stream come up, I go there, and then you're gone by the time I get there. So I'm just like, no, I want to watch you stream. Stream for longer than 30 seconds. Oh, we have a guest today, and he can't see you because he's only on Twitch at the moment.
What website is he on?
That's over on Picato. Acute's a good friend on Picato. She's a lovely, lovely artist. You can switch to Twitch if you want. I don't mind having someone in Picato. Be honest, if I don't have... Hey, hello. There you go. Now he's over there with you. This is Screamo. Screamo is the person who I am currently drawing for.
I am the commissioner. Commissioner Gordon.
And you are actually officially the commissioner now that you went and donated like an asshole.
Oh,
Here's
sure,
me
I'm
trying
an
to be
ass because I
nice.
decided to donate.
Here's me trying to be nice. Do a gift piece. Thank you, Acute. You know, you're like that person. You that person who gets a really expensive gift for their birthday. It's like, okay, so how much do I owe you for this? It's like, no, it's your birthday. Take the gift. If you give me money, then I have to try and go and find you a new gift.
Well, the thing is, I donated because you were talking about how you needed to get some new stuff. So I thought I'd help you get that new stuff. That's why
Yeah,
I donated.
yeah, that's because you're a lovely person, and thank you again for that. Uh, Seriously, once all the decorating in the house is done, and we've stopped paying off for the frickin' boiler, and we've stopped paying off for so many other things, I will have so much money. I will not know what to do with my money. I literally live on £100 a month at the moment, even though I earn £800, £800 to £900. I will have more money than I know what to do with. But until that time gets here, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to stop, freezing to death in my bed. That's a real issue. Oh, I like this new hair. This new hair is sitting properly. Oh, that's lovely. I have a Patreon for anyone who didn't know that. You all knew that. You've all known me for at least 6 months now. Some of you longer. So, yep, there's absolutely no point in me plugging that right now. I'll just shut up. There's nothing on my Patreon. There were a few bits, but I need to completely reset it, start over, and rethink my goals. I think people might... I think I'll go back to it once I've actually gone back to digital art and I've remembered how to digital art, so that people actually have an incentive to join in.
Sorry about that. What did I miss?
You missed everything!
Oh.
I shared the secrets of life. Can only do it once every 10 years though. Sorry. There is actually a fantastic tagline I've been seeing on DeviantArt recently, which is, I know the secrets to the life, the universe, and the meaning of everything, but I can only bleat them in goat.
I thought the meaning of life, the universe, and everything was 42.
No, that's the answer to the ultimate question.
Well, I mean, that's what you get whenever you look it up on Google.
Yeah, that's because that was kind of the joke. That's what the entire of Hitchhiker's Galaxy was about. Is because they assumed that was the ultimate question, but no one ever actually told the robot what the ultimate question was, and so it just kind of came to the conclusion that the answer to it was 42, not knowing what the question was. That's the joke. And then you find out in the later books that it decided that the ultimate question was 6 times 8 or something, and Ford just turns around and goes, I knew there was something wrong with the universe.
I
Hello,
still need to read
Acute!
those books.
I have not read them, but you don't really need to read things like that when you've grown up with my dad. Oh, that's excellent, Acute. I hope you get it. Where is the job? Where is this mysterious job that you are applying, that you have applied for and may possibly achieve as an income? Yes, those are all words.
Oh Lord, this is bigger than I thought it'd be.
That's what she said.
my monitor finally came in, and it's like, it's huge.
Well, as you can see, actually you might not be able to see, because it occurs to me that this background probably looks pretty much... Ooh. This
Sorry?
background probably looks pretty much the same as the old background, but I have changed bedrooms. I am now in the living room, which is now my room. And I have a soft plushy carpet because we've laid down a new carpet to replace the old one. And I have a massive room now. So that's where I've been. That's why I haven't been streaming, because, you know, moving and stuff.
So how's about that Negasonic Teenage Warhead?
That's the name of a band, isn't it?
Well, it was actually I think it was actually the name of a song first, and then they used it to name the superhero.
I don't know. I don't know names. People are like, oh, Victoria Wood died, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead was actually in Deadpool. She was the little teenage girl that had her head shaved,
Oh, right, okay.
and she was edgy and all that.
Yeah, but it was okay for her to be edgy because because Deadpool ripped the shit out of her for it.
Yeah.
And that film was just done so geniusly, and it could never have been anyone other than Ryan Reynolds.
It couldn't have been, no. At least
But
it
then-
wasn't Adam Sandler.
I think very slightly, possibly, it could have been Nathan Fillion when he was very, very, very young, or on some very outside chance, Daniel Radcliffe. But to be honest, they're really... And he actually does pull off a very convincing American accent. I watched him in Horns and I was like, this is so weird, but you actually do sound American. That's kind of weird. Had a more convincing American accent than some of the Americans in the film.
Daniel Radcliffe was Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But it turned out that rather than just being Harry Potter, he actually was a pretty decently talented, naturally talented actor. Who grew up to be incredibly fucking sexy. Have you seen those hips?
Well, now all I can think of is that stupid YouTube video.
Which one?
You're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what?
My mum started writing a little parody for that, just for the family. It was all replaced with just, you're a wanker, Harry. I'm a what?
There was another one I saw. It was where they were originally learning the Wingardium Leviosa spell. And it was like Ron was using it to look up Hermione's skirt. And then Snape comes in and he's just like, Ronald Weasley, it's Leviosa. You can find some pretty funny stuff on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Personal favourite, Sims horror movie trailer.
The Sims horror movie?
Oh yeah, the Sims horror movie trailer. Asher! Asher, where are you? Get back here! I require my assistant.
Alright, hopefully this can go in here without...
Actually, this should actually have been a thing a long time ago, but if I just... How do I do this? That one. There you go. Thank you, Asher.
Alright, let's hope I can assemble this monitor without breaking it.
But that's no fun. If you don't break it, how will you fix it later?
Yeah, I finally managed to catch the UPS man, so I got my stuff.
Everyone needs stuff.
Everyone does, yes. Alright, it's put together. Now I just need to plug it in.
What sort of monitor doesn't come already put together? Sorry, but...
Well, I mean, I just had to put the little stand on it.
Oh, right, so you were just totally exaggerating. Put it together.
Yeah, I do that.
No wonder you were so convincing as a troll.
What?
Was that you, or was that Austral? Someone came into the chat, pretending to be a noob, set up a new account, or used an alternate account. Came into the chat pretending to be a noob, and dicking with us.
Well, I mean, I remember doing that once.
That must be Austral then. It was like...
Well, I mean, I went under the account name Jeremiah Edmonds Cuckoo. So,
you sure
yeah.
it wasn't you?
I mean, I know Runic does it too.
No, this was ages ago. This was when I first became a mod.
Oh.
Me and whoever was modded with me, and we were the only ones in the room at the time. And so someone decided, hey, let's put them to the test. I think it was Austral then, if it wasn't you.
No, I remember doing that a while ago just to see if the mods were doing their job, but glad to know they're doing it.
It might have been you then. Alright, see you in a bit. There we go. Now that's a hairdo. Not that scruffy piece of crap I had on him before.
Well, I mean, his hair is a little bit messy.
Well, yes, but this is obviously deliberately messy rather than that. No, this looks like it was drawn messy.
Alright, now I just have one more thing to plug in.
There we go. Now the necklines that took me forever to draw last time. And the eye, and, you know, everything else that's fucking impossible to get right. And I've only got half an hour to do it in. I believe!
Hopefully this monitor will fit my desk. I would hope it did.
Nope, not like that.
Yay, it's working.
Yay!
Now I gotta set up the second one. And after that, I've got like 7 more.
I actually can't remember how I ever got along with only one monitor. I'm like, I used to have a laptop. How did I get along without all this?
Build the Cities is one of my favorite Monster Cat songs. I don't know about you guys, but I love it.
There we go, here's glasses.
My microphone's going to become unplugged for just a second.
That's cool. Roughly around the time I was yelling at you to go get the Sims horror movie trailer. I was like, I should really get that done. I mean, you've always technically been a mod, let's face it. Now it's just official. You're like my version of Pushpock. Pock, sorry. I should actually probably put effort into pronouncing his name if I'm saying it in front of people in public. Okay, that's wrong, I think. Sorry, I keep forgetting that you're over there now. I'm just so near. Oh. Oh, someone's been. Asher, stop researching people. I'm trying to make friends. Oh yeah, that's sexy, man. Oh, I'm missing a part of the... Why did no one tell me I was missing a piece of his arm? God damn it, guys. Asher, you're fired! Shortest modding ever. No, just kidding. Mostly because I can't be asked to stop to demod you. Not even for the joke. There we go. That hand looks weird. That hand looks weird, so I'm changing the arm. Because that makes sense. To be fair, the hand looked fine before I changed the arm. Or I added the arm. There you go. Hand looks better now. Okay, and now that is a picture that probably won't fuck up the second I put it into Photoshop. I actually really like this. Why did I not switch back to hard pencil sooner? And once again, just like I do on most pictures, I've forgotten to give him a crotch. See, this is what's been wrong with most of my work, is the lines have never been very clear because I've been drawing with that mechanical pencil so many years. So I think I need to invest in getting myself some hard lead. Did the music just get way louder for you guys as well? Yeah, okay. I'll turn it back down. Yeah, I have no idea what just happened there. I can only imagine that maybe Monster Cat were watching their own stream and were like, the fuck? What's going on here? Oh, okay. I didn't have a trouble hearing it, so sorry. I turned it down. Turn it back up. And if it was wrong, Asher, you should have told me. You were supposed to be... You are not doing very good at this. I mean, you were a great assistant before it actually made it formal, and now it's official. You're all like, oh, I couldn't hear the music anyway. You didn't tell me that I hadn't done his arm. You didn't tell me you couldn't hear the music. What's wrong with you today, Asher? You're better than this. Yes, I'm blaming everything on you. Completely not my fault whatsoever. I'm out of practice. You're not out of practice being my assistant. You've remained my assistant whilst I've been, you know, busy doing other shit. You just assisted me with other shit. Well, there's not really a lot to do but wait for Screamy to come back and say, dude, this is your drawing until I get my tablet. I'm actually pretty sure that's done. I guess I could start on the next one.
I got the X-ray vision. I got the X. See right through all these bitches. Move to the left, move to the left. I got the X-ray vision. I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated. When I like, stay when I like. Keep when I like. All up in a lie. All up in a lie. Last I heard, you were chasing everything you thought you deserved. Living life like you'd rather be seen than heard. Playing with them matches till someone gets burnt. Lessons get learned. Now you calling my phone. Last time we spoke, you were saying so long. Now you're hitting me up like what's going on? You must have forgot how you did me wrong.
And this is how that happened. Look at this.
I got the X. See right through all these bitches. Move to the left, move to the left. I got the X-ray vision. I got the
Look at the poor paintwork on this pencil.
you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated. When I like, stay when I like.
It's not about food. I just like eating things. I like chewing on them. Most of the tooth work on this pencil is from when I was about 14 years old, which is why I switched to this lovely metal mechanical pencil, which effectively I thought got rid of the habit of me chewing on my pencils, because every time I tried to chew on my pencil, it freaking hurt. But apparently, the second I've got a wooden pencil back in my hand, yes, the pops are from Picasso.
I got the X-ray vision. I got the X, I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated. I got the X-ray vision. I got the X, I got the X. See right through all these bitches. Move to the left, move to the left. I got the X-ray vision. I got the X, I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you.
I'm going to get rid of these bend lines on the guitar. They're really only going to look good with actual shading. I should... Yes, I definitely want to see what you're working on, Acute. And I'm definitely not hiccuping again. Oh, that's really nice. Let me just, I'm not doing anything. Doing absolutely nothing here of any consequence. You know, it was still like in the 4 o'clock zone when I got here, but we've gone 8 o'clock, so it must have taken me forever to try and fix everything that was wrong at the start of my stream. Because we're still not even at the 3-hour mark. What's nice? Oh right, yes, that's nice. See, this is me. I have like a 3-second memory. There you go, cute. People like it. Oh, I stole your link and pasted it all over my Twitch page. So everyone's looking at it now. Enjoy that. Shut up, Asher. Disco. I won't do that, just in case. You never know who's popping in. Hello, Cosmo. Do I get kitty cuddles? I think it's his carpet, you know? I think he's just obsessed with my carpet, and now he suddenly loves me because it's my carpet. Really? Ooh, yeah. My mic doesn't static like Ben's does it? Awesome. So he has just fucked up the microphone somehow. Good to know. Why are you going to Twitch? You're right there. You're chill. You can stay there. You can go to Twitch if you like. But you're fine there. There you've got a whole computer screen all to yourself.
Let's play pinball.
I am probably just going to sit here dancing for the next 4 minutes and 3 seconds. This is just such an awesome success. I'm quite happy to look at it and not then fail at the next piece I attempt. I don't know, Acute. That's pretty hardcore. I mean, is it like one eye on one eye on the other? Do you have two screens? So that is like me? Is it like blah? I need a new bra.
Let's play pinball.
See, I could put frets on this, but that would just look awful. I knew that though.
Enabled.
Have a zoomed up view, because why not? Yes, I am aware that I'm probably the only person in the world to use zoom up instead of zoom in. Ooh. I have just hit my 3-hour mark. So I am gonna go and listen to this awesome piece of music. Thank you, lovely cool people, for stopping by. Hopefully, I will see you again tomorrow, if Asher remembers to kick me up the arse. I'm sure Asher will remember to kick me up the arse, won't you, Asher? See, for anyone else it would just sound dirty. From you, it's just like... Yeah, okay. Bye-bye, Asher. Bye-bye, cutie. Attack of the camera. I'll just pop that back up here, where it belongs. I suppose I should go feed the cats before they eat me. Bye!